What's up, Football Daily? With the Euros in full swing, let's run through the side which won the 2016 competition against the odds and take a look at where they've got to in the years since. Goalkeeper, Rui Patricio. A stalwart of Portuguese football, Rui Patricio had been Sporting Club's number one for 9 years and Portugal's number one for over 5 when he took to the field against France in Saint-Denis for the 2016 final. He had a very solid tournament too, conceding just 5 goals, with 3 of those coming in a 3-3 draw with Hungary, keeping clean sheets against Croatia and Wales, and saving Jakub Blaszczykowski's decisive penalty in the quarter-final shootout against Poland. And he was similarly imperious in the final, making a number of key saves, including a seemingly impossible one from an Antoine Griezmann header early on, keeping his side in a game in which they were outshot and at times totally dominated by the tournament hosts. 2 years later, Patricio transferred to Wolves, then newly promoted to the Premier League, joining a growing cohort of Portuguese stars in the West Midlands. And he's remained his country's main man between the sticks as well, adding the Nations League trophy to his CV in 2019. Defender, Cedric Soares. Despite featuring prominently for Portugal at every junior level from under 16 to under 21, Cedric Soares didn't earn his first senior cap until he was 23, and didn't even begin Euro 2016 on the pitch, with then Wolfsburg right-back Varinha starting ahead of him. Soares though came in from the last 16 onwards, helping keep the Seleção back line watertight throughout the knockouts. But aside from one appearance in the side's qualifiers for the 2022 World Cup, the former Sporting man hasn't so much as made the squad since 2018. This has largely been down to his terrible fitness record. Between 2017 and 2020, he missed 36 games on the treatment table, and he's been used only sparingly by Mikel Arteta at Arsenal. A 2-time cup winner in Portugal, Soares was one of the Premier League's most consistent right-backs following his move to Southampton in 2015. But at 29, it appears as if his best days are now behind him. Defender, Pepe. Pepe's time at the top appeared to be drawing to a close when he entered Euro 2016. He may have been fresh off his second Champions League triumph with Real Madrid, starting in the final, but 1 year off a move to Besiktas, and at 33, he was losing his untouchable status at the Bernabeu, ranking 10th in the squad for minutes played, with Rafael taking his place as Sergio Ramos' long-term partner. He of course got one over on his French teammate in the final however, and won man of the match following a heroic defensive display. He'd add a third La Liga title to his trophy cabinet the following season before moving to Turkey and eventually returned to Porto in 2019, almost 12 years after his €30 million transfer from the Portuguese giants to the Bernabeu. And he wasn't done there. At 38, he made 40 appearances in 2020-21, the most he'd played since the 13-14 campaign, helping steer Porto past Juventus into the Champions League quarter-finals. He remains a key player for his country too, leading the defence at Euro 2020, and with 117 caps at the time of writing, ranks 4th on Portugal's all-time list. Defender, José Fonte. The definition of a late bloomer, José Fonte never really made it in the Portuguese top flight, and spent a number of years in the Championship and League One before finally getting promoted to the Premier League with Southampton in 2012, by which time he was 28. He wouldn't get his first Portugal cap until October 2014, just 2 months shy of his 31st birthday, but has remained a Seleção regular since then, racking up 42 caps. And while, like Cedric, he was benched for the Euro 2016 group stage, he played every minute of the knockouts. After leaving Southampton in 2017, the veteran became unsettled, with injuries ruining his time at West Ham and his contract at Chinese Super League outfit Dalian Yifang terminated after just 7 appearances. But Fonte has hit some of his best ever form at Lille, captaining the French side from his first season, proving the perfect partner to young stars Gabriel and Sven Botman, and leading Les Dogs to the Liga and title in 2021. With Ruben Diaz in the ascendancy, Fonte's time in the national setup may be nearing its end, but he remains an important squad member for manager Fernando Santos. Defender, Rafael Guerreiro. Along with the aforementioned Rui Patricio and Pepe, Rafael Guerreiro made the Euro 2016 team of the tournament. He was also nominated for the Young Player of the Tournament award, having been an authoritative and energetic presence at left-back throughout the competition. By the time Portugal played their second game of the tournament, Guerreiro had sealed his move from French outfit Lorient to Borussia Dortmund, completing his medical while on duty in Paris. And 5 years down the line, he remains at the Bundesliga club, having thrived under the likes of Thomas Tuchel and Lucien Favre, honing his craft as a left-back come wing-back at the Westfalenstadion. The 2021 campaign was one of his very best, contributing to 15 goals in league play, and he remains practically undroppable for his country, even scoring the slightly fortuitous goal which handed Portugal the initiative in their tough opening fixture against Hungary at Euro 2020. Midfielder William Carvalho. A veteran of 2 World Cups and 2 European Championships, a potential move to the Premier League for William Carvalho was speculated about for what felt like a decade. But after 8 years at Sporting Club, he surprisingly joined Real Betis in July 2018. He's missed 39 games with injury since, and when he has been on the pitch, the now 29-year-old's impact has been mediocre. Just 2 goals and no assists in his last 40 La Liga appearances, coupled with just 1.5 tackles and interceptions per 90 in 2021, suggests the deep-lying playmaker was lucky to make the Portugal squad this summer. Carvalho featured in 5 matches at Euro 2016, including the quarter-final and all 120 minutes of the final, and despite increased competition, managed to retain his place in 2021. However, an average performance in Portugal's opening game against Hungary, in which he failed to have a shot, create a chance or complete a dribble, saw Carvalho replaced by Renato Sanchez in the 81st minute. Nevertheless, he remains a trusted member of the Seleção setup, with almost 70 caps to his name at the time of recording. Midfielder Renato Sanchez. Heading into Euro 2016, there was already a lot of talk about Renato Sanchez. A star at youth level, he'd been capped twice by the time Fernando Santos named the 18-year-old in his squad, becoming the youngest player to be selected for Portugal at an international tournament, breaking Cristiano Ronaldo's 12-year record. But Sanchez wasn't there to simply make up the numbers. Man of the match in their last 16 victory over Croatia, he scored Portugal's only goal and then slotted home a penalty in the quarter-final against Poland, picking up his second man of the match award in the process. An excellent technician with an underrated ability to drift past his man, Sanchez completed 2.6 take-ons per 90 throughout the tournament, the same as the likes of Iniesta and Pepe. Like most of his teammates, Sanchez struggled somewhat in the final, with his substitution for Eder in the 79th minute paving the way for the winning moment. Named as Young Player of the Tournament, the intermittent years haven't been as kind to Sanchez, however, with underwhelming spells at Bayern and Swansea. But still just 23 and coming off a league-winning campaign with Lille, he headed into the 2021 tournament with his confidence restored. Midfielder Adrian Silva. Coming off the back of an outstanding season with Sporting Club in which he contributed 8 goals and 6 assists in 29 Liga NOS games, earning himself a spot in the Team of the Year, Portugal expected a lot of Adrian Silva at Euro 2016. Initially left out of the Seleção lineup, Silva was brought in for the last 16 clash against Croatia, and from then on he was solid without being spectacular, much like Portugal, completing 87% of his passes in 1.5 take-ons per 90. But his career has been decidedly mixed since. He made 3 appearances at the 2018 World Cup, but has endured a frustrating time at club level. Signed by Leicester City on deadline day in 2017, his documents were 14 seconds late for the deadline, meaning he couldn't be officially registered as a Foxes player until January. And when he was able to play, Claude Puel was unimpressed and dropped into the under-23s before loaning him to Monaco, with Yuri Tielemans going the other way. Now 32 with mid-table Sampdoria, it's fair to say Silva's career peaked in 2016. Midfielder Joao Mario. In an alternate universe, Joao Mario, still just 28, would be representing Portugal again at the Euros alongside his victorious teammates from 2016. But at international level, it's quite clear that the versatile midfielder has been left behind by the emergence of Bernardo Silva, Joao Felix and Diogo Jota. Signed by Inter Milan weeks after the tournament for an extortionate £36 million, their second largest signing in their history at that point, Joao Mario's debut campaign in Milan was fairly promising, yielding 8 goal involvements in the league. However, the arrival of Luciano Spalletti as manager saw his game time collapse, and come January 2018 he found himself heading to West Ham on loan. Goals against Southampton and Leicester followed, but the Hammers' €40 million option to buy meant that any permanent move was always unlikely. The arrival of Antonio Conte at Inter led to a raft of new signings, so much so that only 5 of Joao Mario's original Inter teammates remain at the club. As for the player himself, he spent the last 2 seasons on loan at Lokomotiv Moscow and Sporting, and will certainly be sold this summer. Forward Nani. Unlike many other members of Fernando Santos' 2016 Euros squad, Nani's standing as a legend of Portuguese football is well established. The 34-year-old winger still turning out for Orlando City in the MLS, where where he was named an All-Star in 2019, was consistently one of the most underrated players in world football. The 2010-11 season was particularly special. Well into his stride as United's go-to winger, Nani averaged 2.2 shots, 2.9 key passes, a figure only topped by De Bruyne and Grealish last season, and 2.3 dribbles, a tally that would have ranked first in the 2021 United squad. Unsurprisingly, these brilliant numbers led to an inclusion in the PFA Team of the Year and United's Player of the Year award. By Euro 2016, Nani had left Old Trafford and was playing for Fenerbahce, one of 5 clubs he has represented in the last 6 seasons. And he played a crucial role in Portugal's triumph, netting 3 goals and providing 1 assist, and captaining the side after Cristiano Ronaldo's injury in the final. With 112 caps and 24 goals, Nani is a bona fide Portugal legend. Forward, Cristiano Ronaldo. Contrary to popular belief, Euro 2016 really didn't go that well for Cristiano Ronaldo, at least by his own exceptional standards. Goalless in the opening 2 games against Iceland and Austria, despite taking 20 shots and missing a penalty, it wasn't until the final group game against Hungary that Ronaldo came to the party, contributing 2 goals and an assist. Despite drawing their 3 group games and finishing 3rd, Portugal were given a relatively straightforward route to the final, placed on the opposite side of the draw to Spain, Germany, Italy and France. Still, Ronaldo struggled, at least until the semi-final against Wales, where he equalled Michel Platini's record of 9 Euros goals, a milestone he has subsequently broken. He also laid on an assist as he reached his 2nd international final. Forced off just 25 minutes into Portugal's triumph, Ronaldo will be looking for a larger role in what will surely be his final European Championships. While his club future looks uncertain, his place in the history of football is secure, as he will likely become international football's all-time top scorer this summer. So that was our look back at Portugal's Euro 2016 winners, but are there any similar videos you'd like to see us do this summer? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to click on screen right now and why not leave us a like. Thanks for watching and we'll see you next time.